let's get this one. Oh, let's get this one underway. So we're back to Europe. We've got our returning player, Lauty, one of the best keyboard and mouse players in the world. But we got a debut player, Dry, who is number 7. Oh, number 7. Is it number 7 global or just Steam? It didn't load in time. Number 7 Steam, but as far as I'm concerned, Steam is the only platform that matters. So, number 7 Steam versus Lauty, who I don't know if he's in top 100 at the moment. I don't know if he's even playing ones ranked at the moment, but he's still a formidable opponent on his day. And the veteran of the stream, for sure. And he's sniped orange team, so what that just means his car's going to go faster. Here we go though, game 1. Dry versus Lauty. I'm going to have to give it to Dry as well. Just because he is so high rated in the ladder, I think it might just be a bit too much for Lauty to handle. He can't get the open net with the awkward flip. I'll catch up on alerts at the end of the show match, guys, just since we're getting started here. Do appreciate all the support as usual. But yeah, Lauty, until he... Oh, is the audio out of sync again? I'm so sorry that this keeps happening. OBS is like trolling these days. I think I can fix it though. Let me try this. Right, tell me how this sounds. Tell me if that fixed it. If it didn't, I know what to do. But I can always get it right in 2 tries. But yeah, OBS is trolling these days. Nice bump by Lauty. That's pretty sick. That was pretty nice. Very well done. I could have made it worse. I'm really sorry. I might have made it worse. Better. Did I go a bit too far? Did I go a bit too far with the audio? It's so stupid, man. Like, every day it's different. Bit better. Okay, how's this then? This might be bang on now. I've changed it a little bit. King Spectre, I need your help here, man. You're the only person I trust in this whole chat, so help me out. But like I was saying, until like Chiefs popped off and just took a massive steaming pile of poo all over NRG at LAN, we thought Lauty might be the number 1 keyboard and mouse player in the world. He still could be number 1 keyboard and mouse 1v1 player in the world. I think he really might be. But Torsos making a good shout for... Still off? Okay, let me... Wait, what direction though? Is it like too late, too slow? Yeah, what's happening first? Is the audio or the video happening first? That's what I need to know. But yeah, Torsos really popped off. Probably the best threes keyboard and mouse player in the world at the moment. It's hard to argue. Hard to argue that factual when he's doing so well against top tier NA teams. Delayed, so the video is first. Okay, that means I need to do... Wait. Right, let's try this. Tell me how that sounds. Sorry for all the setup, guys. I don't know that it's off until I start, and then suddenly we find out that the video and the audio are all desynced, and I want to get it right before we start focusing on the game 100% because it's kind of annoying to have people complaining about it. A strong start for Lauty. I did like that second goal of his with the cheeky little cut and half volley, or cheeky little cut and volley with the side flip. And it looks like Dry's gone for the same thing, but notice he didn't side flip, he diagonal side flipped, or diagonal front flipped. So, not quite as much acceleration on the ball. Audio is like 1 second behind. Huh, okay. Hold on, let me try this then. This. Okay, tell me how that is. Sorry that we have to keep on, like the only way to fix this is trial and error, I'm afraid. We're really sorry about that, guys. Doing my best. We'll figure it out eventually. Pretty solid start for both players, though. No huge beans just yet. That's a good recovery by Lauty. He's half flipped into that to make sure that he gets the ball clear. Despite the fact that he landed a bit awkwardly, it wasn't necessary just to make sure that he gets the power on the hit. But Dry's still in a good position. Half volley. Almost looking good. Doesn't get the demo. That was very close to a clean demo. Good defense, though, to guard that shot, even if he didn't. Worse, now it's completely broken. Alright. I don't know what in our... Like, I've tried everything that I usually do, and it's still not working. It's still wrong. This is so stupid that that it's this bad, the synchronization. I need to like check it myself or something. Dry looking like he's on the comeback though. Yeah, I'm not looking at chat, I'm only looking at what King Spectre, my mod, is saying. Just in case you guys think I'm getting trolled or anything. He says it's worse, I believe him. That's perfect? Are you guys... Seriously? Holy cow, if that's perfect. Nice wall bang by Dry. He should be able to work this one in. Regardless of which side Lauty spawned there, it was a scoreable shot. I just had to put the audio offset by 1.5 seconds. How is it that bad? What? How is it so bad? I don't get it. That's so stupid. I was thinking by 1.5 seconds. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. I've never had to change it by 1.5 seconds before, but today is a new day. Off by 0.0005 seconds. Okay then. Okay. Alright. It is worth mentioning, I've never seen Dry play before on anybody else's stream. I've never seen him play on like Scrub's stream or OSM stream or Floris' stream, anybody. So he's completely new to me, but he's playing pretty standard EU 1v1, which involves just, you know, trying to keep up ball pressure when you have boost, and when you don't have boost, you play a bit more defensive. And as far as attack goes, he's, you know, boost starving pretty well. He's had a couple of good shots, a couple of good counters. There's nothing really outstanding about his playing, nothing that I've spotted which really makes him stand out from the crowd, but certainly makes sense that he is top 7 at the moment. Very, very solid. It's a good rebound by Lauty though to punish the second, or to punish the bad clear. Yeah, I'll put the scoreboard up. This is the first game, so nothing to really shout home about just yet. But this is another good setup. The half volley, not quite as good. That's the second time he's gone way wide with a half volley. He has to be careful with those, because of course they're great opportunities in 1v1 to get consistent pressure. You don't just have to score with the half volley immediately. You can just get some consistent pressure. That was a flip reset into a side flip from Lauty. Very, very dangerous, and he's probably going to get punished. Is this going to squeeze in? Oh, it's not quite going to squeeze in. About as close as you can get without scoring from Dry, but he should be conceding on the counter. In fact, Lauty's mishit this really badly. Both players throwing away some good opportunities there, which is of course pretty important when you're tied up with 20 seconds left. So I hardly realized there were only 20 seconds remaining, because I spent most of this game trying to fix the audio delay, but now that we're fixed, here we are, 15 seconds to go. It's all tied up still. Lauty slow playing it. He wants the last shot of the game, and he's going to get the last shot of the game, potentially. And a good shot it was, with the keyboard and mouse flick from the near post to the far post. Dry trying to play that one off the wall, but he did not have success. He needs a kickoff goal, or at least a kickoff possession. Slows down and pushes it right to guarantee that he's going to win this one. So he's going to have a chance at least, but Lauty is close where exactly he should be. But oh my goodness, Dry with a mind game! Can he get it in? Oh my goodness, he's done it! What a play by Dry! Not exactly conventional, but the mind game picks it up on 0 seconds, beans the flick, gets the pop, and then backflips it in. That's how it's done. What a tie game by Dry in game 1. Well played. That was clutch not to panic after he missed the flick on the open net. Managed to recover, get the pop in the direction of the goal, and backflip it across the line. But it is Lauty. He's going to be in the next play. Dry quickly shuts that one down. What a tie game. I swear every series these days has like the craziest moments. There was a couple of months where honestly nothing exciting was happening in any of the ones I was casting. It was always just so one-sided and boring. But now everybody's having such clutch moments. Dry on his stream debut. I'll have to go read you his message that he sent me, his application to play on stream, if you will. Oh, that might be on target. Good recovery by Dry though. And he's going to collect the boost. What's he going to go for? No wall play, I'm sure. He's going to bring this one down. And Lauty not giving him a chance to side flip and take him out of the game. Just sitting in that zone where he's close enough to challenge a shot, but also far enough away to, you know, shadow if need be. Good boost grab, but he's got to be careful. Lauty nearly getting demoed there. And of course at this level, demos just about anywhere in the field with a full boost opponent do result in a goal. Dry, great opportunity. He's just going to slide it in. Lauty gets taken out of the game.
Your content and your nose. Cheers.
Dry with a very good game 1 on stream. Just cheekily just slides it in there. I like that. Controlled finish to what was a pretty explosive final minute off game 1. And I thought Dry, you know, favourite going into this just because he's so high rated on the ladder. Regardless of whether or not this is his debut, you've got to give him a little bit of respect for that ladder ranking. But Lauty did start off really, really strong. He was looking good. He looked like the favourite, and he looked like the player in control before Dry managed to claw back. Maybe looked like he's about to take control of the game. And then that, you know, flick at 9 seconds remaining by Lauty looked like a sure winner. But I loved how Dry played the kickoff at the end. He slowed down the kickoff, tried to guarantee that the ball would just go onto his side of the field. He didn't want the kickoff goal. He was just looking for the kickoff possession. I think that is a safer play to go for, because people, of course, are very, very scared of the direct kickoff goal when you're winning by 1 with 9 seconds left. And looking like the faster of the two players when he's on the ball is Dry. He's got to be careful, though, because Lauty is no slouch. And he's gone for the ceiling shot off the ground. And Dry can only say nice shot as he watches it bounce over his head. Oh, sorry, I meant to put the score at 1 for Dry, my bad. Look at this from Lauty. One touch into the ground. Catches it on the half volley afterwards. That was a great shot. He did, of course, lead in with the 360 spin that Squishy popularized at the LAN. Looks like we really do have a series on our hands here. And it's my suspicion, I think, is true. Is Lauty's just not been playing 1v1 ranked. I didn't ask him, but he's not top 100 at the moment, even though I'm sure he could be if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he's just not playing ones ranked at the moment. He's focusing on 6-mans. He is in rank S, of course, one of the few players not in RLCS to have enough respect from the EU pro scene to just get invited straight into that rank S alongside. I think Yukio also got invited in. Good. And who else did? Did anybody else apart from those guys? I can't remember if anybody else did.
It has been 13 months. I feel like such a bean. 13 misclicks in a row, Vale. Yo, Big Shaq, the one and only man's not hot, never hot. Skiddy
What is this, Brian?
2 plus
What are you
2
talking
is
about,
4
mate?
minus 1. That's 3. Quick maths. Everyday men's on the block.
Good
Smoke
math, Brian.
trees.
Appreciate that. I'll catch up on all the alerts at the end of this. Sorry, I just said I'm having it. If I look at my phone, apologies. I do have something that I have to organize. IRL right now. Oh, is that going to go in? That is a phenomenal shot by Dry. Half flip will secure it. It's going to go in regardless. Control off the back wall after the mind game. These guys are honestly playing some high-level stuff here. This is exceptionally high-level mind games going on at the moment. Trying to get inside each other's heads, but it's Lauty. Oh, I was going to say Lauty's going to have an even bigger advantage, but that bump from Dry was just enough to take him out of the game with the pit maneuver. Dry letting this one bounce close. He's into the perfect zone now, going for another bump, and he gets it. He's got the revenge. Lauty got him with this one in game 1. Dry's got him back. A whole game late, but still just as effective. Honestly, phenomenal timing on the bounce shot, because he's got plenty time there to attack Lauty, and even if Lauty does jump over the demo, or the bump rather, he can probably still turn around and go back to contest the follow-up counter-attack. So I really like that, the speed that he hit that ball in before going for the bump attempt. You don't want to hit the ball too fast, because then of course they can just jump straight for the ball and ignore you. You don't want to hit it too slow, because then they can jump over you, recover, and easily collect the ball afterwards. But that was pretty much spot on what you want to do. Very linear dribble by Lauty's. Maybe going to take this one out wide. Yes, he is. Lining up the hook shot. Instead, cutting in field, looking for the backflip pop. And another slide to the left is going to take it past Dry, who just refused to make a challenge. Even though he had 100 boost, and even though Lauty's getting closer and closer, Dry just let him do whatever he wants here. I think Lauty just got inside his head a little bit. Dry was expecting after such a harsh cut to the right, he's expecting the backflip shot to take it to the left again. Instead, Lauty just went way around the outside. This looks like Lauty's certainly inside Dry's head a little bit when he's on the ball, when Lauty himself has the ball. Dry is not able to read his attack quite as well as he was last game, which shows some pretty good adaptation by Lauty, because these guys are, it's pretty common for high-level 1v1 players to start reading each other better and better as the series goes on, and then until somebody's forced to change their playstyle. And Lauty off the ceiling, he's scored one of these already. Not the best jump though. However, it's not a comfortable position for Dry either, and he's out of boost. He has to be so careful not to get caught out by a long flick. It's just about far enough away to get a save on this, but is he going to get a save on the follow-up? Doesn't even need to, because Lauty's going to pass it to himself off the inside of the post. And it all stems from Dry being a tiny bit too close to that flick attempt. He started off a little bit too close for comfort, and you saw he's flying almost horizontally to get the clear there. Of course, players prefer to be coming up a bit at the last second to pinch it into their own crossbar, get a proper clear on it. Not what we saw from Dry. Oh, that ghost sound of the ball getting hit and actually not doing anything is a bit strange. Oh, look at the mechanics from Lauty. Wave dash on the spot into the half volley. He's got to have mind game Dry a little bit with that wave dash. Dry thinking, wait, are you going to accelerate into the ball after that? As he wave dashes forward, hits the brake immediately to get the stall. Or not, well, not technically a stall, because stall is of course a Rocket League term for something completely different, but the stall effect on his dribble, and that's a good catch. Lauty is popping off in game 2. He's looking like a changed man. Dry has got his work cut out to even get the ball into Lauty's end of the field, far less score it. Good side flip to secure the boost though, after he realised his line was off. Lauty's just shutting down everything that Dry is doing with ease.
I presumed
wait, I've got my
OSM the
alerts
other
turned
day.
off. Hold
When
on.
can I expect my invitation to the 12 Titans?
You
Kappa
Braziled
High
OSM. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good score. Oh, Dry is going to get back on the board with another demo goal. Ever since Lauty got the first goal of the entire series with the bump, it looks like Dry has had the upper hand in the physical aspect of the game. But Lauty looking a lot more threatening in the air, especially off the ceiling. When you have that option to just have, you know, a ceiling shot in a 1v1 at your disposal, you really do have to, or you've got your opponent worried. Dry just shows you don't need to shoot from the ceiling to get a boomer. 112 km/h without flipping. That's the power of the hook shot as he slices it into the top corner. 1 goal game. Lauty with the pump, but he's accidentally hit the jump key a second time. He's got to be so careful. Dry full boost versus Lauty on the recovery. Linear dribble, but he's got the half volley lined up. That just shows the difficulty of shooting the ball on half volley when you've got the bounce going in the exact same way that you want to shoot though. Dry not able to cut into the ball and shoot that one past his opponent. And he's just passed it straight to Lauty. Lauty's going to have his 2-goal lead right back. And without some last second heroics from Dry, he's going to be losing this game. Of course, we did see some last second heroics in the last game though, so you never know. And he's done that same kickoff. This seems to be his go-to kickoff when he needs a possession at the last second of the game. Just slow down, push it across into the opponent's side of the field that they spawned on, just to try and take control. But he needs a goal. He doesn't just need... Yeah, okay, that'll do. Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't just need 1 goal. He needs a goal and then a kickoff afterwards to have a chance. Lauty's going to give himself what a save, because he knows all he had to do here is waste time. And he's decided to turn in no man's land for no reason. He needed to just go back to his goal there and shot stop. Just forced Dry to keep attacking. He's gone for the delayed kickoff again. He's looking for the possession. Lauty's got the boost though. That is a great snipe, and it should just be game off of that. Unless Dry could do something miraculous. He's just about kept it up. He has kept it up with the help of Lauty, but Lauty's going to slap it down. And we have a series as we move into 1-1. This is a best of 5. I didn't actually tell you guys, but everything I do on stream these days is a best of 5, because, I don't know, just seems like the best one. Again, apologies for having a look at my phone. I'm waiting on some important information to come through for another event that I'm helping to run. I'll try to only pay attention to it as little as possible. Okay. Back into the game. I hate when I have to get distracted by stuff like this. I really do. It's so annoying. But hey, I wanted to stream before E-League starts, and E-League starts in 1 hour 15 minutes, so we had no time to delay. Dry. First possession. Off game 1. Cheeky little side flip out play in the midfield is going to do the trick. Perfect first touch from Dry to bait Lauty's challenge. He's popped it in such a way that he can get his own second touch on it pretty much instantly. But he doesn't even have to wait and see what Lauty's doing. He can make that play regardless of what Lauty does. Even if Lauty does fake the challenge, it's still going to be okay for Dry. Oh my goodness, what a flick from Lauty. Dry might have to stop fake challenging. I think he's giving Lauty too much space. He's backing off an awful lot, and if you do that against a player who's this confident in attack and is just finding top bins every single time, then it might be time to just throw in challenge without thinking, just YOLO for the ball. That's what I would want to see from Dry right now. I think Lauty just did the squishy kickoff because he did half flip. We're not going to get to see it on the replay. Pretty sure he just did the squishy kickoff though, with the delayed approach, because he had to half flip immediately after. Lauty continuing to dominate the aerial battle with some speedy aerials. As we all know, keyboard and mouse superior than controller. Faster, more accurate. better brands. It's just not even a contest. Better cables. It's really just a very one-sided affair. That's a great pop by Dry. Look what he was able to do there. He's recovering and popping the ball off the wall at the same time, just by hitting the underside of it as the ball rolls up. And then he's able to loop around and get the volley. Again, it's a low-risk maneuver. A lot of what Dry is doing is extremely, extremely low-risk in attack. He's threatening Lauty's net without overcommitting very much. All of the goals that Lauty's scoring are on defended nets, which says a lot about Lauty's attack, that he's able to put it past Dry's defense as many times as he has. But I really do think Dry's offense is looking dangerous yet safe. He's not taking himself out of the game very often, if at all. But I do want to see him like right there. I want to see just a more manly challenge from Dry. He's given Lauty so much space and time. Again, Lauty is able to get the ball past Dry. Lauty missing the boost. He's going to have to go back. And Dry just going for the safe route once again. Doesn't go straight for the net in case he gets dunked on the infield. Off the wall. Looks for the shot off the side wall. This time he will get counter-attacked because of the risky play. But this is pretty close. I'm not against this at all. He's close enough to this shot that it looks like, hey, he might be scoring that more than half the time. By the looks of things, he was close enough to it that he definitely could have been scoring that more than half the time. And of course, that's a break point in 1v1 for making a shot worthwhile to attempt. E-League in how many hours? It's in 1 hour 13 minutes. So hopefully we'll be able to do this series in one other. We're gonna get quick turnover. Oh, Dry with his first mess up on a dribble, but he's not.
Boy, hello,
not panicked
Johnny.
too badly.
Not
What up,
only
dude?
did I forget to unsub 9 months in a row,
Yes.
but now I have a sub baby during exam season.
Yes.
Boy, Bean. Thanks
missed
for
it.
the content and your contributions
Welcome, man.
to this community.
That's a good demo. Dry continues to dominate in the demo game. This time he's not quite able to work it into the net because he was low on boost and he had to drive around in a circle. Lauty is now really low on boost, so he's continuing to push through. This is his reward, the boost steal. But at 2-all, you have to favour Dry because he has looked so solid. Lauty making a few more risky plays. Like like that one. Going for the point blank range bump or demo, whatever you want to call it. I would have liked to see Lauty jumping into that demo because I swear in my own games I've been demoed by people who are not supersonic just because they like flip at the last second or because they come falling down on me from the sky. There's some sort of thing in the game right now that lets you demo people when you're not going supersonic. Oh, I love the fake. You can see it coming a mile away, but unfortunately for Lauty, his angle is a lot harder to read. We all knew it was coming when you saw Dry lining up the shot. You know there's no way he can score past Lauty without the fake, so he goes for it at the perfect time. And once again, I have to highlight these attacks that Dry is making, that Dry is choosing, they're not risky. Everything that he's doing in offense is very safe. Even if Lauty had flipped through the ball there, Dry's positioned his car in such a way that he'll block the direct shot. He's covered in the counter attacks. He's covered in the dunks very, very well. That is the standout thing for me. And that's exactly what you need to do if you want to climb up the Rocket League ladder in 1v1, because as we all know, the Rocket League ladder is so deadly when you're close to the top. You get +1, +2, -15, -16 for wins and losses respectively. You've got to be solid. You need to have an attack that is able to score when your opponent isn't ready for it, and then when your opponent is ready for it, you don't get scored on yourself on the counter. That's the ideal offense in 1v1. And for a debut performance, I've got to say I'm very impressed. Dry not going for incredibly high mechanical or mechanically difficult plays. He's just keeping it simple, and he's being rewarded for it. He's got some solid 50-50s, very, very potent hook shots, and the flick game has been there as well, which is rare for a debutant. Where to watch E-League? I'm sure that the Rocket League esports button will link to it in game, so just check it on the esports button. Oh, that's not a good touch. Lauty should be scoring this, and he will. Dry, no need for this risky piece of control. I'm not sure why he was so fast to arrive there. If he was just later on the arrival, he has the chance of clipping the ball at the exact same time that it hits the wall, and of course that would have sent it flying over Lauty's head, or you can just control it and get it to stick to the back wall with him. which is of course safe because you can't score if the ball is exactly in line with the back wall. Dry should be scoring this, but it shouldn't matter. And the demo's going to secure the game, give himself the lead in the series. He's going to try and put it in. Honestly, I think it's better for him that it didn't go in, because now there's not even a chance of a triple kickoff goal. This is 100% victory from this point. But he's confident enough in his own kickoff. He's mixing that up as well. I need to give credit where credit is due. Dry's kickoff is looking very, very thought out. Very well thought out. Very intelligent. As he takes the lead against Lauty, who's looked potent at times. But Dry looking a little bit more consistent as we move on. More consistent in attack than Lauty. Less risky, I'll say, in attack than Lauty. And very, very methodical in his playstyle. He's not given hardly any free goals away. Or at least not from, you know, bad decisions. He's made a couple of mechanical misplays that have led to free goals for Lauty, but not many free goals, if any, that I can remember for Lauty off the back of, you know, Dry just making a straight up strategical misplay, going for something that he shouldn't go for, or making a shot when he should really go for a dribble or a 50-50, going for a save when he should really go for you know, a piece of control, for lack of a better word. Lauty wanted the ball to roll onto the front of his car, but he's not able to get it to do exactly as planned. Dry is playing this extremely safe though, extremely slow. Lauty gets the boost that he needed. He didn't get the aerial shot power though. Dry showing us his own reactionary goalkeeping. He wants to counterpunch the game 4, take this one in 4 games. Not 3 games consecutively though. We need to, you know, remember game 1 was a phenomenal comeback by this young man. And that's a great first touch. He's given Lauty such a difficult ball to deal with. And again, I feel like a broken record, but I have to say, even if Lauty deals with this, Dry is in a perfectly good position. I love this attack that was on display. He is not taking unnecessary risks, but he's putting Lauty in such difficult positions regardless. It's a exceptional play style to look at if you're wanting to climb the ladder in ranked 1v1. There's no fear in the 50-50. You're coming from goal side, no need to be scared, of course. Oh, but again, Lauty just faster in the air, forces the misplay from Dry. Dry, you know, going back to goal here is totally fine. Just a mechanical misplay, letting the ball go over the line. I have to say once again, it's not his strategy that's letting him down. It's just the mechanics it's just his mechanics at times. And I've not seen this guy play. I've never seen him play before, so I'm you know, trying to learn on the go here what sort of play style to look out for. He's looking for a wall bang, I think, but instead he's just gifted a goal to Lauty. This might be the most risky play that I've seen from him all series. This might be the most risky play. Certainly to hit the ball there is the big risk. I'm not sure why he decided to go for the ball when the demo would have been a bit more intelligent, in my opinion. But he's mixing up the kickoff really well, sometimes coming in so slow that Lauty is getting caught off guard, and he's just getting free possessions, free shots. Not many completely free goals, but certainly pressure. Lauty fumbles one more of his attacks. Something he doesn't want to do too often, because Dry looks to be quite difficult to dispossess once you let him into the game. And he didn't go for the bump there. He left ball cam on the entire time. Escapes the wrath of Lauty in the process. Again, no exit demo for Dry. I'm surprised that he's moved away from a play that worked really quite well for him in the opening games. He's going to let this bounce one more time to get a lower bounce dribble on the go, and he's backed Lauty all the way into his net exceptionally well. Kind of waited a bit too long though. The shot angle dissipated. I would have liked to see a volley there from Dry once he bounced it the second time. I would have loved to see him wait for the ball to bounce up again and take the volley at a high arc position. This time he has just gone for a standard kickoff, and again a bump would have been so good there. I would have loved to see a bump on Lauty. Dry's he's tamed himself a little bit as this series has gone on, but look at the dunk on Lauty's floor pinch clear attempt. This is again such safe play by Dry. He's putting himself on his goal side. Just make sure not to 50-50 the ball mid-air with Lauty when he's, you know, so far up the field with boost deteriorating. And he's managed to read Lauty's mind. He's pretty scared. Every time the ball goes into the air, though, he knows Lauty probably has him for aerial speed, and he's backing off, or he's getting into the air really fast there. Lauty going for the squishy shot again. This time he catches it on the bounce. Dry forced to come off the wall because Lauty was closer, but he's transitioned well. And again, looking for that demo. I want to see him go back to that style of play, which was working well earlier in the series. And that touch that gave Lauty a free goal earlier, it's back again, but this time Lauty has missed it. Luckily for him, he did get the bump on Dry in the exit, but Dry's messed up his aerial shot. Mechanical misplays is starting to creep in at the end of game 4. His nerves are reaching a climax. That might be one position where Dry has not looked comfortable. When he's at his near post on the wall, he has not looked like he wants to be there. Come on, where's the volley? There it is. It's not good enough though. This time he does go for the volley. That's what I wanted to see from him earlier when he was on the other side of the field, but not able to take it from the high arc position and hit it high. He's hit it straight down into the ground there, which is just not good enough. A good time waste from Lauty. He's baiting Dry forward. He knows Dry just wants to counter punch him, and he says, right, well, you can't counter punch me if I don't punch. I'm just going to withhold my punch real quick. Waste a couple seconds here. Not sure if you'll be able, if you can waste the entire rest of the game. That would be very impressive. It's actually just turned into a possession giveaway. Lauty has thrown it away. I don't know what happened here, honestly, to this 50-50. Lauty should have been able to win that 50-50. He really should have, because Dry was jumping up onto the wall, recovering and just landing on it with a single jump. It should have been Lauty's ball, in all honesty. Instead, we got the tie game, and now we got the lead for Dry. Lauty, what have you done? He has just had a throw of epic proportions. Full control, full boost, not a care in the world. And just like that, he's missed the ball once, and he's conceded 2 goals because of it. And now can Dry run down the clock. He's in a much more advantageous position. He's got Lauty on the back foot. Finally, Lauty's able to get his hands on the ball, and I would like to see a ceiling shot. This is the 0-second play. You need to go for the highest risk, high reward play that you know, but this time Lauty is not able to secure it. Just when he needed it most, his mechanics let him down. GG's, Dry on his stream debut takes down a dangerous opponent, and he's got the GG in the chat just to sign off. A very, very consistent play. I'm impressed with how consistent that attack was from Dry. Very, very safe and secure, despite this being his debut on stream. But Dry looking a little bit more consistent as we move on. More consistent in attack than Lauty. Less risky, I'll say, in attack than Lauty. And very, very methodical in his playstyle. He's not given hardly any free goals away, or at least not from bad decisions. He's made a couple of mechanical misplays that have led to free goals for Lauty, but not many free goals, if any, that I can remember for Lauty off the back of Dry just making a straight up strategical misplay, going for something that he shouldn't go for, or making a shot when he should really go for a dribble or a 50-50, going for a save when he should really go for a piece of control, for lack of a better word. Lauty wanted the ball to roll onto the front of his car, but he's not able to get it to do exactly as planned. Dry is playing this extremely safe though, extremely slow. Lauty gets the boost that he needed. He didn't get the aerial shot power though. Dry showing us his own reactionary goalkeeping. He wants to counterpunch the game 4, take this one in 4 games. Not 3 games consecutively though. We need to remember game 1 was a phenomenal comeback by this young man. And that's a great first touch. He's given Lauty such a difficult ball to deal with. And again, I feel like a broken record, but I have to say, even if Lauty deals with this, Dry is in a perfectly good position. I love this attack that was on display. He is not taking unnecessary risks, but he's putting Lauty in such difficult positions regardless. It's a exceptional play style to look at if you're wanting to climb the ladder in ranked 1v1. Just no fear in the 50-50 are coming from goal side. No need to be scared, of course. Oh, but again, Lauty just faster in the air. Forces the misplay from Dry. Dry, you know, going back to goal here is totally fine. Just a mechanical misplay letting the ball go over the line. I have to say once again, it's not his strategy that's letting him down. It's just the mechanics it's just his mechanics at times. And I've not seen this guy play. I've never seen him play before. So I'm you know, trying to learn on the go here what sort of play style to look out for. He's looking for a wall bang, I think, but instead he's just gifted a goal to Lauty. This might be the most risky play that I've seen from him all series. This might be the most risky play. Certainly to hit the ball there is the big risk. I'm not sure why he decided to go for the ball when the demo would have been a bit more intelligent, in my opinion. But he's mixing up the kickoff really well. Sometimes coming in so slow that Lauty is getting caught off guard, and he's just getting free possessions, free shots. Not many completely free goals, but certainly pressure. Lauty fumbles one more of his attacks. Something he doesn't want to do too often, because Dry looks to be quite difficult to dispossess once you let him into the game. And he didn't go for the bump there. He left ball cam on the entire time. Escapes the wrath of Lauty in the process. Again, no exit demo for Dry. I'm surprised that he's moved away from a play that worked really quite well for him in the opening games. He's going to let this bounce one more time to get a lower bounce dribble on the go, and he's backed Lauty all the way into his net exceptionally well. Kind of waited a bit too long though. The shot angle dissipated. I would have liked to see a volley there from Dry once he bounced it the second time. I would have loved to see him wait for the ball to bounce up again and take the volley at a high arc position. This time he has just gone for a standard kickoff, and again a bump would have been so good there. I would have loved to see a bump on Lauty. Dry's he's tamed himself a little bit as this series has gone on, but look at the dunk on Lauty's floor pinch clear attempt. This is again such safe play by Dry. He's putting himself on his goal side. Just make sure not to 50-50 the ball mid-air with Lauty when he's, you know, so far up the field with boost deteriorating. And he's managed to read Lauty's mind. He's pretty scared. Every time the ball goes into the air though, he knows Lauty probably has him for aerial speed, and he's backing off, or he's getting into the air really fast there. Lauty going for the squishy shot again. This time he catches it on the bounce. Dry forced to come off the wall because Lauty was closer, but he's transitioned well, and again looking for that demo. I want to see him go back to that style of play which was working well earlier in the series. And no, that touch that gave Lauty a free goal earlier, it's back again, but this time Lauty has missed it. Luckily for him, he did get the bump on Dry in the exit, but Dry's messed up his aerial shot. Mechanical misplays is starting to creep in at the end of game 4. His nerves are reaching a climax. That might be one position where Dry has not looked comfortable. When he's at his near post on the wall, he has not looked like he wants to be there. Come on, where's the volley? There it is. It's not good enough though. This time he does go for the volley. That's what I wanted to see from him earlier when he was on the other side of the field, but not able to take it from the high arc position and hit it high. He's hit it straight down into the ground there, which is just not good enough. A good time waste from Lauty. He's baiting Dry forward. He knows Dry just wants to counter punch him, and he says, right, well, you can't counter punch me if I don't punch. I'm just going to withhold my punch real quick. Waste a couple seconds here. Not sure if he'll be able, if he can waste the entire rest of the game. That would be very impressive. It's actually just turned into a possession giveaway. Lauty has thrown it away. I don't know what happened here, honestly, to this 50-50. Lauty should have been able to win that 50-50. He really should have, because Dry was jumping up onto the wall, recovering and just landing on it with a single jump. It should have been Lauty's ball, in all honesty. Instead, we got the tie game, and now we got the lead for Dry. Lauty, what have you done? He has just had a throw of epic proportions. Full control, full boost, not a care in the world. And just like that, he's missed the ball once, and he's conceded 2 goals because of it. And now can Dry run down the clock. He's in a much more advantageous position. He's got Lauty on the back foot. Finally, Lauty's able to get his hands on the ball, and I would like to see a ceiling shot. This is the 0-second play. You need to go for the highest risk, high reward play that you know, but this time Lauty is not able to secure it. Just when he needed it most, his mechanics let him down. GG's, right, on his stream debut, takes down a dangerous opponent, and he's got the GG in the chat just to sign off.